The Rock Metal Podcast, episode 176, with September Again. Let's go get started. All right, Rock Metal Nation, what is up? This is John from the Rock Metal Podcast. That sample you just heard was In Vitro by September Again, who I've got on the show with me right now. They've got a new album called Insomniac, which released back in March of this year. Right now I'm being joined by Pierre-Olivier and Pierre-Marie to share some stories about the music and share more info about the band. So, Pierre, welcome to the show.
Thanks, hi.
Thank you.
Great to have you guys on. Let's go and listen back to that track, In Vitro.
You can feel pure waves of happiness, just a hope, a sort of shine, a shrink face, transitory, eternal cycle of life, history, lessons learned, and I feel sick in this story. No one win, but no one knows, and every day's feel complex, for hype's fake. My heart is exploding, but I'm fighting. My heart is exploding, but I'm bleeding. Space and time, it's only a question of trust. All that dust makes me so weird. Strategy, plan to what check you will survive. See this light now, journey's only begin. You must fight. My heart is exploding, but I'm bleeding. You can feel your waves of happiness, just a hope. All is different now. Saturday not the fair. Ways on, but we'll be there. We'll be there.
All right, coming back from In Vitro. Now, great track. Love the intro. Love the synth. Love everything that's going on with it. I'm curious, what is the story or inspiration behind In Vitro?
In fact, In Vitro was really the first song written by the band. And
Yes, in fact, the piano riff intro starts around 10 years ago. It was one of the first track ever created by the band. And we take a long time to do the arrangement with the whole band once the band has been full. And so, in fact, the story of this song is calling about like a newborn, you know, when you grow up and you look at all that you have done and all that remains, in fact. And so it's like you are in your bubble and you look at the world around and you don't know exactly what to do with this world around.
It's a crazy place.
Yeah, for sure.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah. Cool. Now, you mentioned that the track started about 10 years ago. That's a fantastic story. Why don't you take us through, maybe not every moment of those 10 years, but how the track started to write, or how you started to write the track, and then how it took 10 years to finally release it.
Finally release it, it's a good word. In fact, the band changed a lot during the past 5 years, I think.
Yeah.
And when we started in 2015 to do the full band, the one we have right now, in fact, we decided to record all the songs and do an album.
Yeah. And in fact, two members of the band knows each other since a long time, and it was like a draft, this piano riff and this ID, and we wait until the band is fully provided to record all the arrangements and to make this song evolve. In fact,
cool. Was there anybody else named Pierre in the band at that time?
You're speaking to the only one, to the both Pierre in the band.
Yeah, the best part. We are the best Pierre in the band. Yeah.
Exactly. Le meilleur Pierre.
That's it.
All right. Fantastic. Now, for Rock Metal Nation who dug the track In Vitro, if you go and go to today's show notes, that's www.therockmetalpodcast.ca. You can go and see the music video for In Vitro, which I believe was just recently released in early July. So go ahead and take us through the production of the music video.
And in fact, the choice of this track to do the video was a bit complicated because it's a short track for us. It's only 3 minutes, and the most parts of the album, if you listen to it, is around 5 or 6 minutes per track. And so to have something more, something more efficient, we choose this track because it's the theme of the song sounds familiar to us. It's a very cold song. That's why Pierre-Olivier talked about the blue color, and the other theme of the track is the water. So like if you're in vitro, things like that. And so that's why we do this video clip, and then the place to choose and the production was quite easy, in fact.
Fantastic. Let's go listen to the next track, Superstitions.
What's blink?
Nation, it's John from the Rock Metal Podcast for a real quick break to let you know that Jay over at Metal Mayhem Radio is looking to help you get your band in rotation on his station. So go ahead and hit up Jay at studio@metalmayhemradio.co.uk. That is studio@metalmayhemradio.co.uk. Just go ahead and say that the Rock Metal Podcast sent you. He'll get you into rotation on Metal Mayhem Radio. All right, come back for Superstitions. Now, almost a similar kind of dreamy delay guitar intro, but
it's because
go ahead.
It's because of Pierre.
It's because of Pierre.
Yeah.
Parce que Pierre.
Yes, because you have Pierre the drummer and Pierre the guitarist here.
Perfect. So the guitar player is like delay on everything. Let's just do it.
Yes.
Which of course,
in fact,
go ahead.
Our sound engineer, the man who recorded the album, said that without any delay on the guitar, we are dead. We are dead men. No, seriously, we love this type of sound because of our influence. Very, I don't know how to say it in English, but atmospheric ambience. Like, sometimes Incubus, like Deftones, and even for me, the Pink Floyd. And this is the kind of atmosphere we want to feel when we write the songs. And Superstition is a bit different because it's like a dancing one. The guitar riff is like a rebound, and we love that, and so we composed the track with this rebound.
Yeah, and it was really fun to try to do a drum part on a delay like this, to do something groovy and not really fast, but the accents are fast, in fact, in it. So that's why it's dancing and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, and both songs have quite a bit of a climax where it gets a little bit heavier. I'm curious, is that kind of almost coincidence with the two songs, or is that something that as composers and writers you guys really like to do?
Yeah, we really like this climax, like I said. Because I don't know,
in fact, yes, we are fan of some post-rock bands, and we like when it goes on and go higher in intensity, and then the explosion. And it looks so familiar to us to compose this way. And so, in fact, many tracks are like this. We don't have... We
have few ones.
Yes, we have few ones. Yes.
But yeah, I don't know, it may be also metal for my part. I really like this kind of sound, really heavy. So yeah, it's a mix of a lot of things.
Yeah. We hope definitely it's a mix, a lot of things. But if you listen to some tracks like Interlude, or another one like Pocket Love, the first track, we don't have precise chorus and precise verse. Sorry, we don't have defined parts, and we like when it's continuously and explosion, and then calm down, and then explosion again.
Cool stuff. Now, for Rock Metal Nation who dug the track In Vitro and the track Superstitions, be very excited to know that there is a full album, which we were actually just chatting briefly a little bit about there, called Insomniac, which was released earlier this year. So, Les Pierres, that's how I say the Pierres. Yeah. All right. Les Pierres. Go ahead and tell us about this album, Insomniac. When we pick it up, what should we expect?
Yes, the best feedbacks that we have from the people from now is that we have a kind of signature in our sound, and this is the best compliment we could have, because with this delay everywhere, and this part very violent, you have some different steps in terms of intensity, and what we really want to make feel to the people is some emotion. Just in fact, this album is quite dark, sometimes sad, sometimes more happy, but in fact it's kind of melancholic, and this is why the band is calling September Again, and I think the name of the band really match with the album, in fact.
Cool. Now, the next logical question on Rock Metal Nation's mind is, where can we find out more about you guys? Is there a place that we should go to on the web?
Yeah,
Sure.
So you can find the album on Spotify, iTunes, Deezer, YouTube, even Amazon, I think.
Yeah.
And to know more about us, you can find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Yes.
You just have to type September Again. And yeah.
And even for people who still in 2018 still want to pay a bit for music, you can buy the album on Bandcamp.
All right, Rock Metal Nation, spend money.
Yeah. To help us to do another one.
Exactly. All right, well, boys, unless there's anything else you wanted to say to Rock Metal Nation, I just wanted to thank you for taking time out of your day to come onto the Rock Metal podcast and sharing ultimately my favorite month out of the whole year, September Again, with Rock Metal Nation.
We are very happy and very proud to share this with you from the other side of the ocean.
Yeah.
And we really we will just want to. We hope we give the people will listen to the album. Yes, the mix between rock music, electro, atmospheric, and trip hop music.
And I will just add one more thing. All this album, it won't be possible to do it without the help of Sébastien Camille from Studio Art Music. It's the sound engineer.
Yes, it's our studio, and now it's our friend, and he really helped us to have the identity of sound we wanted to have.
Yeah.
Rock Metal Nation. Hopefully just found your new favorite band in September Again. Big thanks again to them for coming on and sharing their music with us. Make sure to head over to www.therockmetalpodcast.ca to get all the information on the show you just heard today. And until then, rock on, Rock Metal Nation.
Rock Nation.